The foot in the door trick. It always starts small. A tiny request, a harmless favor, something that feels easy to say yes to. Once you agree, your brain wants to stay consistent. So when a bigger request comes later, saying no feels awkward. Here's how it usually plays out. A colleague asks you to quickly review one document. You say yes. It takes 2 minutes, no big deal. A few days later, they send another, then another. And slowly, without anyone saying it out loud, reviewing their work starts to feel like part of your job. That's the trick. The first yes isn't the real request, it's the setup. Social proof pressure. When you're unsure, your brain looks around. What are other people doing? What seems normal? What feels accepted? Instead of thinking for yourself, you quietly follow the crowd. Here's how it usually works. You see a product with thousands of reviews, a restaurant with a long queue, a video with millions of views. Your brain assumes if so many people chose this, it must be right. But popularity isn't proof, it's just repetition. Crowds don't just influence decisions, they replace thinking. The scarcity illusion. When something feels limited, it instantly feels more valuable. Limited stock, limited time, limited access. Your brain doesn't stop to verify any of it, it reacts. Here's how it usually shows up. You see only 2 left in stock. Or offer ends tonight. Suddenly, you're not asking if you actually need it. You're thinking, what if I miss this? That fear speeds up decisions, and fast decisions rarely involve thinking. Scarcity doesn't make things better, it just makes you hurry. Authority bias. Confidence is persuasive. So are titles, uniforms, status. When someone sounds certain, your brain relaxes. You stop questioning what they're saying and focus on who is saying it. Here's how it usually shows up. A person in a suit, a confident expert on a stage, a professional opinion delivered without hesitation. Even when the information is weak, certainty makes it feel strong. A confident wrong voice often beats a hesitant right one. That's authority bias. The reciprocity trap. When someone gives you something, your brain feels the need to give something back, even if you didn't ask for it. A free sample, a small favor, an unexpected kindness. Here's how it usually plays out. Someone helps you out, just a little, and suddenly, saying no later feels rude, ungrateful. Most people don't return favors logically. They return them emotionally. That's the trap. The anchoring effect. The first number you hear sets the reference. It doesn't matter if it's fair or accurate. Here's how it works. You see, originally $100. Right next to now only $39. You're not asking if it's worth $39. You're comparing it to $100. Anchors don't need to be true. They just need to arrive first. Framing control. The same fact can feel completely different depending on how it's presented. Here's a simple example. A 90% success rate sounds reassuring. A 10% failure rate sounds risky. Nothing changed, only the framing did. Your emotions react first, your logic follows later. That's how framing controls perception. The silence trick. Silence makes people uncomfortable. So they talk, they explain, they reveal more than they plan to. Here's where it shows up. Negotiations, arguments, serious conversations. The person who stays silent longer often gains control, not by speaking more, but by waiting. False urgency. Some deadlines are real, most aren't, but your brain doesn't check. It reacts. Only today. Last chance. Offer ends tonight. Time pressure forces fast decisions before doubt can appear. By tomorrow, the offer often looks the same, but the choice is already made. Emotional labeling. When someone names your emotion, you feel understood. I get why you're frustrated. That makes sense. Here's what happens next. Once people feel seen, their defenses drop. Resistance fades, conversations soften, understanding doesn't argue, it disarms. These tricks work best when you don't notice them. Now you do.